Alright, good evening, welcome to the programme. I'm Nunza Gaspar, live in London for you this evening. Let's get to your top story. Protests have been happening in Venezuela for months now, and one protester has succumbed to their injuries in a recent protest yesterday. And protesters have been clashing with the opposition side as well as the pro-Maduro protesters. And the government has been cracking down on protesters as well. Here to talk more about the protests in Venezuela, I'm joined now by Latin Affairs editor Marjorie Araujo. And Marjorie, good to have you on again.
Thank you, Lorenzo, for having me again. Your program is always a pleasure.
So Marjorie, is this the Arab Spring of Latin America?
I will say yes. It is right now. It is crucial what is happening in my country. We are in the. You can say we are in the middle of a civil war, and if we end this dictatorship, we can stop dictatorship spreading more in Latin America, as is in the case in Bolivia, Ecuador, and Argentina and Brazil.
Right, and what are these protesters hoping to accomplish? What do they think will happen?
Well, we want freedom. We want a democracy in Venezuela. That's what we want. We're seeking for freedom. We want this government to be. We want an end to this horrible crisis. They're just surviving. There is no food. There is no medicine. You're not safe if you are not part of the government. If you don't support this dictator, you can get shot, and no one is going to jail. No one is going to be persecuted for your death.
Right, now this has been a conflict happening for months now, and you mentioned a civil war. Not really, but we understand your point. Will this ever be resolved peacefully? Because there have been deaths, injuries associated with these protests, and protesters have recently, last week, set the opposition's campaign headquarters on fire. So this is a very volatile situation in Venezuela, and will this ever be resolved peacefully?
That's what we are trying to accomplish. It has been 17 years since we're trying to end this peacefully. To be honest with you, in my opinion, I don't think that's possible. That's not. It hasn't been in world history where you put an end to the dictator peacefully. Sadly, I don't think we can accomplish that. But I think what we are accomplishing is the international attention. The more and more I'm seeing in the American news, they're reporting what is happening in Venezuela, and it wasn't like that years ago. And all over the world, they're talking about what is going on in Venezuela. So at least we are getting international attention, and that's what we need. Someone really needs to help us. We can't do it alone.
Right.
and Marjorie Araujo joining me from Mexico City this evening. Marjorie, thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Lewis.
Alright, I'm going to take a quick break here in London, and we certainly will come back to you with a lot more news to get to.